Okay, about to roll. We are taking off from around Bristol and heading to the other side of Tennessee to Nashville for the next race in the ARCA series. And yeah, it should be fairly quick flight. There are storms, as you just saw, a flash of lightning. Not not a big line of anything. Let's turn the weather on real quick and see if we can understand what's happening. Yeah, nothing that's going to affect us. We're going to go fairly direct on this trip. And let's go ahead, get everything set up. Go to 14,000 right now and see if that, I assume that's going to get us out of the clouds. Heading select right now. And we're going to go vertical speed. Normal 16 to 18. And then, yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else. So, not quite sure. I think it's just this cell right over top of us is causing the lightning. No rain on us right now. So, not too much of a concern there. We will get fired up and get out of here and see what we got going on across Tennessee. Oh, big jump to the left there. Throttle off. A lot of great looking scenery around here that we didn't see on the way in. Go ahead, autopilot. And since we are pretty much going off of the runway here to our next waypoint, we can go ahead and throw nav on right now. So, keeping it at under 250 right now. Nice, nice scenery all around here as we blast out of Bristol. Back it off a little more here. Let's take a quick look around. Oh, you know what? Gear up would be helpful. So yeah, just a little storm there, right at the airport. Take a quick look and see if we can zoom out. See what the weather's doing around. I think we're going to be fine. But there is Tennessee. Should be a lot better flight than on our way here. I don't think there's a whole lot of clouds on the way there, so we'll be turning in just a second to start heading west. That should also get us away from these clouds. Might be a little bit of rain up in them, but Such a great looking game. And they've got an update coming for even more detail in elevation and everything around the US. So only going to continue to get better. Let's go ahead and try to get through these clouds a little quicker. Little bit over speed right now, but we're nearing 10,000, so these clouds are actually higher than I thought they were. Let's see if I can get an idea. Hopefully they're not too tall. God, the clouds. That looks so good going through that. Close radar or lightning there. Peek outside. Yeah, we're going through some really light stuff, so we're okay at the moment. Get right up here to 320. Forgot to contact Atlanta. No big deal, though. Yeah, because they want us to go to 6,000. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go up a bit. Let's go to 16. Get off these clouds. And cancel IFR so we don't have to deal with all their stupid stuff. A little icing there. Turbulence too. Let's go ahead and turn this off. I've actually never had to deal with icing in this, and I have no idea. Probably gonna look at it 5 times and eventually see it. Okay, we've lost our speed indicator because we don't have the pedo. I need to find these quickly. DIs. Where are you? So we don't die. Alright, do it this way.
Atlanta Center says November 5 Kilo is
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
703 miles west of 8 Tango November 4. Request flight following. Cessna November 5 Kilo Atlanta Center. Squawk 6265.
There we go.
Did you hear my last transmission? Squad 6265 Cessna November 5 Kilo.
Oops, that is not.
Cessna November 5 Kilo radar contact 8 miles west of 8 Tango November for 14,300 feet.
All right, we are almost over speeding there. Get that slowed down. There we go. Ice is cleared up quickly. These clouds continue to be too tall. Let's head up to 18.
Cessna November 5 Kilo, did you copy? Copy Cessna November 5 Kilo. Cessna November 5 Kilo, contact Atlanta Center on 127.55. 127.55 for Cessna November 5 Kilo.
Alright, so still long ways to go. Getting up to 18. Not going to be able to see a whole lot of Tennessee up here, but hop outside, check out what's going on. Bit of ice on the tail. Wings. The ground looks amazing. Alright, so I think 18 is going to be fine. We're going to have to back it off a bit here. Maybe a little more. Now it's time to figure out where the hell we are. So take a look, try to spot that lake, and Morristown is what we just passed and saw while we were looking outside. Knoxville is going to be a bit to our left as we shoot across here. Won't be able to see much of it. So pull up the wind. Here's 46 knot headwind. That's going to slow us down a bit. Yeah, it looks like we're going to head straight east, or west, I mean. And then we'll head south of town and land at Nashville International. I do not know where the fairgrounds are. I need to look that up real quick. See what part of town it is. Where it's at compared to the airport. Alright, it is quite a ways left of where the airport is, so we're going to have to take a little trip like we did after Bristol to go look at it. Unless we circle around town, which we might do that because I think we're going to get there fairly quick. Although Tennessee is a pretty long state. Let's hop outside. Just grooves throughout. The quarry down there. So I think Knoxville is down that way. We're not going to be able to see it very well. Still massive headwind here. Ground speed at the moment is 353. Our airspeed's almost 400. Yeah, looks like we're heading back into some cloud cover. Let's see what we have ahead. Some bigger stuff here. It's going to be more to the north of us. We shouldn't have to deal with too much of it. And looks like the tops are all below us out ahead, so we're fine there.
Atlanta Center says in November 5 Kilo flight level 180. Cessna November 5 Kilo Atlanta Center continue as planned.
So the original flight plan on the low altitude, it was to kind of bounce up north and then head down south. Rather than that, I'm just going to head direct and get to the pretty much start of the approach. Knock off a bit of time. It's not like we're doing too serious of flight here, so we are getting bounced around like crazy. So at the moment, I think once we get to Winna, then there's not a whole lot of points after that, so we're nearly almost halfway. So that's good. I was thinking about doing this in a smaller plane, thinking that, oh, I'm just going from someplace in Tennessee to another place in Tennessee, but then I seen the actual length of the flight and was like, oh, probably need to stick with this. So yeah, I think we will kind of just head straight into town, do a bit of a circle, and then get back on our path. We'll get through these, over these clouds and into the next break in clouds, which I hope is actually happening there. And then start thinking about a descent. Take a look and get some information on where we need to be, flight levels and everything for the runway we're landing. Landing O2 right. So the actual airport elevation is 599, and we're gonna come in 5,000. So I think we'll pop over the city at 5,000 then, just kind of hold that altitude and see what we can see. I assume it's photogrammetry. Let's take another hop outside. Yeah, clouds are thickening up a bit. I think there's going to be some storms there north of us and maybe right there as well. A lot darker. South, it's fine. So we pop over these. Bit worried about whatever that big buildup is right in front of us. See if we can spot that on weather radar. Yeah, it's about 200 out. It's gonna be 30 miles until we get out of this. Oops. Bouncing around, hitting the wrong button. So we are now about 15 minutes out. But we'll have to start backing that off. Got conflicting wind directions. I'm confused by that. The center console says 46 to our tail. This is saying 45 to our head. Not sure if I'm just misreading that, or if it's saying if we're looking up, then it would be, I don't know. Alright, so looks like we are just going to be a little bit south of Jamestown now. I don't think we're going to be able to see any of that. You know what, we can start popping down. These aren't anything to worry about, so we will. Let's head down to 10,000. And we're going to do that. We're 13 out, so let's go ahead. Vertical speed down at 15. Cut the throttle way back. That'll extend our time out, but keep us at like 300. And the winds are probably going to die down as we drop down. Might have to adjust the throttle back even more. So we'll get down to 10,000. That should get us under the clouds. Be able to see a bit more as we come in. Then we'll drop to 5 once we're a little closer. So out here now. Looks like more just hilly lands rather than those grooved. I don't know if that's from glaciers back in the Ice Age or what. I know that's how New York got most of its grooves. Still getting bounced around fairly hard as we descend. I assume the clouds are going to be pretty rough. Winds dying down, but not as quick as I would have thought. Down to 40 knots headwind, which means we're picking up speed. We are 11 out.
Cessna November 5 Kilo contact Indianapolis Center on ONE 21.325. 121.325 for Cessna November 5 Kilo. Indianapolis Center Cessna November 5 Kilo 13,400 feet. Cessna November 5 Kilo Indianapolis Center continue to see LBTY as planned. Altimeter tree 0.09er. Cessna November 5 Kilo contact Atlanta Center on 133.6.
Okay, now they're just going to bounce me around over and over.
133.6 Cessna November 5 Kilo.
Down to 12 and just clipping the clouds. Headwinds down to 35 now. Ground speeds at 320.
Atlanta Center Cessna November 5 Kilo 12,100 feet. Cessna November 5 Kilo Atlanta Center continue to see LBTY as planned. Altimeter tree 0.09er.
Alright, so break through these clouds.
November 5 Kilo contact.
Are you fucking kidding me?
132.9er.
I'm about ready to quit talking to
Cessna November 5 Kilo.
any centers.
Memphis approach Cessna November 5 Kilo 11,000 feet. Cessna November 5 Kilo Memphis approach continue to see LBTY as planned. Altimeter tree 0.09.
Alright, breaking through the base. That's amazing looking coming through the clouds. Alright, so we're over a fairly decent sized town, which is going to be Is that Cookville? I think it's gotta be Cookville. KSRB, yeah. So we're over. Let's check it out. See if we can see anything. There is Cookville. Just on the edge of the base, and we're gonna have to go down to 9, I think, to enjoy the scenery. That's breaking up. We are at 284 now that we've leveled off. Kick that back up. We are 9 minutes out, and that is going down as we get our speed ramp back up. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop to 9. Just avoid the clouds. We are going over. Let's see, we've got, I think it's an interstate down here. I-40. We're going to be kind of passing over. See if we can spot that through the clouds. It's going to be a bit to our south at the moment as it dips down around these. That's a good looking scenery. Oops, overspeed. I just got that thought because I had upped the throttle and then started to descend, and we nearly had an accident. Way too fast. Alright, these clouds keep getting lower and lower on us. You know what, at this point, I guess let's go. Let me make sure. Yeah, everything's well below that, so let's go down to.
Cessna November 5 Kilo, contact Nashville approach on 128.45. 128.45 for Cessna November 5 Kilo. Nashville approach Cessna November 5 Kilo, 9,000 feet.
There's the interstate.
Cessna November 5 Kilo, Nashville approach. Continue to see LBTY as planned. Altimeter tree 0.09er.
Alright. Let's start backing off the speed, especially since we're under 10,000. Try to play by the rules. And let's drop down to 75. We are getting fairly close now. Lebanon is going to be the next town we see, although Carthage might be visible right there. There's the interstate. Down down to 220. That's going to give us decent speed. Wind only 20 knot headwind now. And we can see ahead. That is big lake, river, whatever thing going into North Nashville. So, Nashville is going to be right past that lake over there. Lebanon is probably this area right there. See if we can see the interstate and where it's headed. Yeah, so I think Lebanon is that there. We're going to try to hold this to 10. Let's take a wider look at the map right now. So, what we're going to do is get to... Damn, we are on a jet ski. Can we calm this down? We take altitude, hold off for a second. Oh, 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 oh. Calm down, plane. I don't feel like this is something that you should be doing. Alright, let's speed up a bit. Does that settle it down at all? A little bit. We're going a little too quick at the moment, but it got it settled down. Okay, so Lebanon is right there. Let's hop outside. Much flatter land around here. A little bit of rain. Patches of rain around. Definitely a bit of rain there. Here is Lebanon, Tennessee. Let's hop back inside, make sure. Try to back it off without starting the bouncing again. You know what, we'll go to Zodka and then break off the flight plan. That way we can just pick it up back up at Zodka. There's the airport down there for Lebanon. And Nashville. Behind that lake, still a bit far out. It's going to be kind of, I mean, not cloudy, but a little hazy. We'll start turning. Let's go ahead and drop to 5. Get down there in 2.5 minutes. Alright, so we'll make this left turn and then head over the city, try to spot the track, check out the stadium area where the IndyCar race is going to be next season. is what I've needed. Let's put that to 250. See if I can get this to work. And then auto throttle. Will that do what I want? Or are we going to crash because I tried this? There we go. We're learning. Alright, so making this left turn. Definitely have a bit of photogrammetry going on. But then just across the interstate, it looks like it stops. There's the airport. Why did the engines just cut? Okay, auto throttle. It's not. Why did the engines just stop? Did I just lose the engines?
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Why are my engines dead? Oh my god, this thing pisses me off sometimes. We starting? Alright, we might have to just land this thing. We are going to turn autopilot off. We are in trouble. Did I run out of fuel? Hey! I ran out of fuel. Well, this is not going as planned. I don't think this is a good sign for my Nashville race. If I can make it to the airport, it's going to be difficult. We're going to have to do a really tight approach. The wind is still out of the north as I had planned for, so that's good. Airport's over there. We can glide this thing in fairly well, but we're going to start dropping altitude hard. I think we're going to do the cross runway because it's there. See downtown. Cannot believe that is what you get flying with me. Question is, can I? Yeah, we're gonna make it on speed. I don't want to overshoot it. Coming in hot just because I don't want to lose any momentum. Bit of a crosswind. We'll pretend that I've already called in emergency landing, and we're just going to try to get this one. Don't start bouncing on me. Alright, definitely at the moment have enough speed. We're going to come in nice and low.
500.
And try to touch down and roll this a long ways. Oh, this is going to be very hot. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. And we die. Okay, I don't think we actually should have died there. There was some weird stuff going on with that runway. There was some like black stripes going across there. And I got that down very smooth. I'm going to say that shouldn't have exactly happened. But let's hop in a small plane and go check out Nashville real quick before I end this video. That was, yeah. Never trust the fuel, not on iRacing, and not here. Let's just hop in. Hop in this little guy. Definitely said we had enough fuel, but I guess I went a bit hot. Burnt it up more than what they had figured I would, so I'm still calling that landing we could have pulled off. It was a bit hot, but there was some weird stuff going on with that runway. At least I've kind of got the loading times down a bit. Well, as I said that, it loads 95% and then sits here for ever.
Nashville Tower JMB Aviation November 5 kilo at runway 2 right ready for takeoff departing straight out.
Whoa, whoa, why are we bouncing onto the ground? This just really does not want me to survive. Alright. We are heading north. Let's go ahead and park and brake off. Up in the air. And this little kit plane actually has landing gear. Let's head towards downtown. Cut across the airport. Frames right now are a bit harsh. That is the runway that we died on. I don't see the weird, like, black marks that I was seeing as we landed. There was definitely something up, though. Or I forgot to do something, but... Oh yeah, I see the cuts across it again. I've just seen them. Alright, so... Engine sounds a bit rough in this. Let's... RPM's down. actually got some fairly big hills down there south of town. Alright, so everything is photogrammetry. So that'll be good. The racetrack should show up and not be weird issues like Bristol. I'm heading a bit north at the moment, just so we can do a quick flight around downtown. And then we'll start searching for the fairgrounds. So the stadium, I think it's just on the opposite side. Nope, it's right there. So one of these bridges.
November 5 Kilo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved. Nashville Tower, JMV Aviation, November 5 Kilo, frequency change.
Not sure what bridge they're planning on racing over. Might be that one with the little arch, single arch on it. There's the stadium. Doesn't look too terrible. Downtown looks good. You know, it's not a massive downtown. Assume that is where they play hockey. We're gonna head down this way and try to spot a racetrack. We're gonna have to go a little bit farther back to the left this way. I'm just going based off of a map I looked at. Because it was kind of in line with the airport. Quite a few large buildings away from downtown, too. Do a little left to right wings so that we can maybe spot something. This is Vandy. We're over Vanderbilt right now. I think we need to get back over on this main road. That should take us to where we want to go. Let's hop outside real quick. Kind of go up this way and then circle back that direction. Oh wait, you know what? I think I see it back there. There it is. So the grandstands are going to be a little weird looking. Just because it doesn't do well under bridges and canopy type things. Looks like the track is on a hill. It looks pretty good compared to Bristol. Got some haulers down there too already at the track. There you go. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that on our initial flight and had to use a second life. But I'm still calling BS on that crash. Although, no way we should have ran out of fuel. Will not put myself in that situation again. But, hopefully you enjoyed that. And, yeah. We'll see how bad the race goes, since crashing on landing is not a good sign. So, thanks for watching.